Okay, boys and girls, today we're going to work a little more on the word extraordinary. Remember yesterday when we read our story, we came across that word. And when we're done, you're going to be able to say a sentence with the word extraordinary. Okay? Everybody say extraordinary. Extraordinary. Again? Okay, let's get ready to clap extraordinary, and let's see how many syllables. Ready? Do it with me. Extraordinary. Whoa, do that again. Extraordinary. 5 beats. 5 syllables. I think is that the most we've had? I think so. That's one long word. Look at this word. It's going to be extremely wonderful or different. Try to say that with me now, the definition. Extremely wonderful or different. Now, we came across this word yesterday. Remember, we talked about the houses, and those houses were extraordinary. Let's work a little bit more, though, with what it means, okay? Again, say extraordinary. And when something is extraordinary, it is extremely wonderful or different. Perfect. Okay, let's look a little more at our story from yesterday. Remember this shoe house? This house is extremely wonderful or different or what? Look, what is it shaped like? Shoes. And remember, this guy loved shoes, the person who had this house. He had 40 shoe stores. Even his mailbox was shaped like a shoe. That is extremely wonderful or different or extraordinary. Is that like your house? No. Not like mine either. No way. And then this building, this person just thought they were going to have some fun. They decided to make, remember, a gas station. And they made the gas station look like a teapot. Okay? Is that extremely wonderful or different? Yeah. Yes, it is. It's extremely wonderful or different or extraordinary. You bet it is. You're not kidding. Okay, so we talked about the houses and the buildings and how they were extremely wonderful or different or extraordinary. I want to show you, excuse me a sec. Can I get by? I want to show you some other extremely wonderful or extraordinary things. Okay, so eyes up here. Take a look at this. See those buildings? Yeah. Look at those. Wow, look at this thing. That is huge. And look how beautiful it is. And look how shiny. Is that like a regular building? No. No, you're right. It is enormous. That was another word we've had, right? Okay, this building is extremely wonderful or different or extraordinary. And then look at this one. It's not the same as this one, but look at this. It almost looks like it's a castle or maybe a birthday cake, or look at those giant things up. Isn't that extremely wonderful? Yeah. Isn't that extraordinary? Good. I want to hear everybody saying the word. That way we get lots of practice with it. Now take a look at these kids. You see them there? Yeah. Guess what? That's a tire swing. But guess where the tire swing is? It's where? Inside. It's inside their house. Could you imagine having a tire swing inside your house? Yeah. Wouldn't that be extremely wonderful or different or extraordinary? Man, you could just go swinging. Act like you got that tire swing in your house. Okay? And feel yourself swinging around. Got to be careful, don't hit the TV. Okay, that would be really what? Extraordinary. Now this last one I really want to talk about because especially since we've been talking about different jobs you can do. Okay? Everybody see that man? Yes. He's a scientist. And we've talked about how scientists can do some pretty amazing things. Who knows? Maybe this scientist is going to maybe cure some disease. Wouldn't that be wild? Wouldn't that be extremely wonderful or extraordinary? And guess what? That could be you when you get to be big. Okay, so now that we've seen and looked at extraordinary in some different ways, I want to talk to you about what we're going to work on today. Okay? I want you to think of something that's extraordinary. Something that is extremely wonderful or different. So, think of something, but before you do, I want to show you a few examples. Okay? Eyes up here. So as I'm going, you can maybe be thinking of what you think would be extremely wonderful or different or extraordinary. Our sentence is going to be, well, let's read it together. It would be extraordinary if, because, Let's fix that B a little bit. Okay? One more time. It would be extraordinary if, because, Well, here's one example. It would be extraordinary if, I need all eyes up on the board. Okay, let me do that again. It would be extraordinary if a flying saucer came into our playground, and it would be extraordinary because it could pick us up and we could go up into outer space and see all the
houses.
Or planets too. We could see the houses and the planets. I want you to think about, you guys are great students, right? And you work really hard. Okay? Another example. It would be extraordinary if you got 100% on your spelling test. Because, you know, those words, they're really hard. They're not easy. That would be extraordinary.